Hello everyone, this is Engineer Ruel Siditat. Today we're gonna be cooking a red snapper fish with sweet and sour sauce and mixed vegetables. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is marinate the fish. Cut the fish in 3 sizes, 1, 2, 3, and then put some ingredients and marinate it, like salt. You need to have salt, any kind of salt, but I use iodized salt. It's good. That salt is very good. And then we need a garlic powder. Really important that we have this garlic powder. It's cheap, so we need them to pour it on the fish. And then we need a Weber Chicago steak seasoning. Okay, one by one we need to spray it on the fish, as you can see. Just spread it out, don't worry about it, and make sure that both sides were seasoned. And then let it sit for a while, maybe a couple of hours, so that the taste will be on the fish. And then we need to gather all our ingredients, like water chestnut. We need to cut this open, this can, and cut the water chestnut. I'll show you that in a little. Then we need some breadcrumbs, Italian style breadcrumbs. Okay, so this will make the fish will not stick on the pan when you fry it. So we need that breadcrumbs. And then 1 full onions, red onions, the celery, maybe half of that will be good. Ginger, we'll cut that to size again. I'll show you in a little bit. Ginger. And then we need some carrots. 2 whole carrots will be fine. Okay, so we'll cut that as well into sizes. And then we need cabbage. We'll cut this into slices. Half of that will be fine. Okay, so now what we need to do is we're gonna be cutting the vegetables. Onions, cut the onions, good, like that. And then the cabbage, cut the cabbage, good, into sizes like that size. We want to make sure that the onions are chopped properly, and the cabbage, as you can see. And the next one we need to do is the celery. We'll cut the celery next, as you can see. Just chop it quickly like that, and it's good to go. The next one is carrots. We'll cut it to size. Where's my carrots? What happened to my carrots? Aha, it's missing. Where is my carrots? Ah, it's right there. I found it. So there you go. You need to cut the carrots into sizes. Make sure that you don't cut. Make sure you don't cut your finger when you're doing the carrots, because carrots is really hard to cut. So be careful to cut them. You just chop it like that, slow and easy. Okay? And then cut it into small sizes like that. Okay? That's good. Very good. So cut all 2 carrots as 2 sizes, enough for you. And that should be it. The next step is to heat up the pan and put some oil. I use avocado oil because it's low fat and it doesn't have a lot of cholesterol. So make sure you use what you like. I like avocado oil. Alright, so we'll pour enough oil to the pan, okay, so we can fry the fish. Alright, and we'll wait until the pan is hot enough, and then we'll put the fish into it. You can add more oil if you want to. It's all up to you. Alright, so the more the better. So we'll wait until the pan is hot. Now when it's hot, we put the fish into the boiling oil and we'll cook it slowly, in a low temperature, so that the fish will not get burned. Alright, put them one by one into the boiling oil in the pan. Make sure that it will not stick because we use a breadcrumbs on the fish. And we wait until it's brown, and then we flip them on the other side. Okay, that so far it looks good. And those are our ingredients. I have the ginger, onion, carrot, celery, chestnut. This is the chestnut, water chestnut, and the cabbage that we cut earlier. Okay, so we'll wait until the fish is cooked, and then we flip them so we can cook the other side. And you can put a cover or a lid on it so it will cook evenly. So we'll wait a few minutes, probably 5 to 10 minutes, and then we flip the fish so that we can cook the other side. Okay, so we'll get back to you in 5 minutes. So just a few moments later, I flipped the fish because it's already brown. As you can see, they're already flipped. But we want to make sure that the other side, it doesn't stick. So you have to make sure you move the fish so that they are not sticking to the pan. And then once again, let it sit for 5 to 10 minutes depending on how temperature you're cooking. You can put the lid so it will cook evenly, meaning the heat inside is cooking the fish properly. Okay, 5 to 10 minutes. You look and make sure it doesn't get burned. Alright, so we'll get back once again just a moment later. So we'll check. It looks good, so we'll leave it for five more minutes depending on how the temperature is, so the fish will not get burned. But so far it's looking good. I'll see you in a little bit. Alright, after 5 minutes we check and the fish looks good and it's cooked. So now it's about time we remove it from the pan and put it on our bowl. Nice and easy, because we don't want to break the fish from the pressure we put. So nice and easy, we pick up the pieces one by one and put inside our bowl. Okay, nice and easy, and line them up as like it's a whole fish. So we'll create a space for the tail, and then we'll let it sit so it'll cool down for a little bit. And then the next step, what we're gonna do is cook. Once we are done with this, we'll cook the sweet and sour sauce and the mixed vegetables. So far it's looking good. The fish looks good. Perfect. You can see. Perfect. Alright. So now we'll cook our vegetable. We'll set aside the fish and we'll cook those vegetables one at a time. Okay? Right. Once again, I'm gonna be using avocado oil to cook the mixed vegetables. I really love avocado oil. Avocado oil. So you should try this. It's good for you. Alright, put some into the pan. Enough so that we can cook the vegetables. Okay, just put enough so that we can cook the vegetables. You can add some more if you like. It's up to you. But for me, I just put a little bit. Okay? But it's all up to you, whatever your desire. For me, I only put a little bit because you don't need too much oil in the cooking of the vegetable, not like the fish. So you just stir it so that it will heat evenly. Okay? Okay, I'm gonna put the camera into the stand so that I can use both of my hands. Okay? Now the camera is on the tripod, so you can see only my hand and the pot. But I will show you one by one what are the uh, vegetables that I need to put in the pot. Okay, so now I'm gonna putting a minced garlic from Walmart. I just need 1 spoon. Put it in and shake. Sauteed it. Sauteed. And then the onions. Make sure you stir it properly so that the onions will not get burned, and you can smell that it smells so good. Even with that onions and garlic, I can smell it's so good already. Okay, the next one that we need to pour is the ginger. 1 cup ginger, sliced in cubes. Alright, make sure you stir properly so that they will not get burned. Keep stirring. And the next one is the carrots. You put the carrots in. You need the carrots so that it will be crispy when you eat it and not overcooked, because it tastes good when it's crispy. When you bite into it, it tastes really good, like crackers or something like that. So you can see, one by one, we put our mixed vegetables into it. So just keep stirring so that the vegetables will not get burned. It's really important that you stir them constantly, otherwise the vegetables will get burned. The next one we put is the celery. Alright, celery is there. Stir again, once again, keep stirring it, keep stirring it. Make sure you stir them properly so that the vegetables are cooked on both sides. Otherwise, some will cook and some others. The next one is the water chestnuts. That's from the can that we opened up earlier. We cut it into cubes. Alright, keep stirring it until they are soft. Okay. Smell really good. It's making me so hungry already. We'll put the lid on and we'll wait for a few minutes until they are boiling, and then we'll add some water to it. Just a little water so that the vegetables will not get burned. Maybe a couple of spoons or 3 spoons, and then put the lid and watch until they are boiling, and then stir it again. Okay, let it sit for a couple of minutes. Make sure the water will boil and steam. You see, now it's steaming. Stir it, and then we'll put the cut cabbage, the last vegetables in the list. And once again, we'll stir it so that it will cook evenly. You want to make sure that the vegetables are cooked. We can put the lid back on and wait a couple more minutes, maybe 1 minute or so. Okay, now The next step that we need to do is add some seasoning. We'll add the salt, 1 teaspoon of salt, salt, 1 teaspoon. Alright, and then we'll stir it once again so that the taste of salt will be evenly on the vegetables. Man, this vegetables makes me so hungry already. Wow, tastes, smell really good. Okay, so let me grab the peppercorn, Italian peppercorn, Palermo. So we'll just squeeze a couple of times and it should be good. This is required to make your vegetables a little bit spicy and with taste of peppercorn. Just do it a few times so that it will have enough peppercorn. Tastes good, smell really good. And then the next thing we need to do, we need to put some water. Don't forget the water first. Maybe 1 cup of water. Okay, 1 cup. Make sure the temperature is low so that it will not burn it. Now put the lid back on. Let it sit for a minute again until it's steaming. Okay, now I think it's ready, so we can put the cornstarch. We'll take a cornstarch, put it in a bowl of water and mix it. We need a couple of spoons of cornstarch to the bowl so we can mix them, 2 of them, and shake it. Make sure they are diluted in the water, and then we'll pour it in to the vegetables, slowly around the vegetable. Make sure it's evenly placed in top of the vegetables, just like that. And then stir it once again. Okay, and now you see it's getting sticky, so because of the cornstarch, so we have to keep them stir all the time. And the last ingredient that we need to add is the vinegar and the sugar, because it's sweet and sour. So sweet is sugar and the vinegar is for sour. So we'll mix them in a cup together and then pour it in to the mixed vegetables, just like that. And then stir it once again, stir it. It's getting sticky and it's almost done. Just keep mixing it, and if you see that it's getting stickier, that means it's done. You cover it for a minute again and it should be done. Now it's done. We turn off the oven to make sure it's off, and then we'll get our fish, and then get a glove so that we won't get burned, and we'll pour the mixed vegetable on top of the fish. You see that? That looks really good. So let me get a gloves so I can pour in the mixed vegetables on top of the fish, and that should do it. We'll pour them nice and easy on top, just like that. Cover the entire fish with mixed vegetable and sweet and sour. That's really good. Looks really good. I think we did a good job today. I'm so proud. Thank you for the watching, and I'm so happy that I have an assistant today who helped me. It's my wife. She helped me prepare the everything, and I really appreciate her support. That is the red snapper fish with sweet and sour and mixed vegetables by Engineer Ruel Silipat version. I hope you like this video, and I'm sure you'll love this fish with the unlimited rice. Thank you for watching, and bon appetit.